Oh, okay. Well, this seems to be working. I'm a bit new to this Hangout thing. So I'm really just testing it out. I'm doing a Hangout with the rest of my band for our album launch on Sunday. And I'm between recording studios at the moment, so that's why I haven't been doing that many new lessons, but I've been doing loads of planning and writing a new book, a new beginner songbook and stuff. So it's not like I've not been doing anything, but this has been my little project for the last few weeks, really. Sorting it out in amongst other stuff, of course, and I've just finished wiring it up. Finished it this morning, and basically it's my new kind of take around pedal board. I got a bit sick of carrying. I had a few different boards that I was carrying around, and I was doing a lot of the pedal tap dancing and change sounds. And this new pedal board's all based around this thing here called the Gig Rig G2, which is a kind of a control unit, I guess, and it controls which pedals are on. So by just hitting one button, I can turn a few different pedals on or off with pressing just one button. It also sends MIDI signals to the timeline and to the eventide, so I can set it up to trigger different sounds that way. It's a double tier board, so actually this little bit here just lifts up. And this is where all of the power supplies for the board are hidden under the lid here. I'll do some more. You can't really see it from here, yeah. So that's power supplies are under there, and all the cabling hides underneath. And there's actually a second row of pedals there at the back, which are ones where I tend to kind of set and forget. I don't have to touch the knobs on those ones, so that's why they live down there. And they just get turned on and off by the gig rig, and all of the ones up the top are ones where I need to be able to access them, really. The King of Tone's got two knobs on it for two different sounds, so does the Lazy J Cruiser. The Strymon's got a favourite button, which is a sound that I use a lot. And El Capistan's a delay. It's got a tap tempo here as well, which is obviously useful. There's a tap tempo, and I need to be able to adjust the eventide and, of course, the timeline. What else have I got on the bottom? There's a TC Electronics Ditto Looper pedal, which is something I like using a lot. There's a little volume pedal at the back, which I won't be using much with, I guess, today, being that I'm sitting down. It's a tuner, and this is just a switcher to get to a different bank of effects on that. And basically, I've got to learn how to use the G2 now. I mean, it seems fairly intuitive at this point. The only things I've set up so far were this number 13 as being a stomp box mode for the Ditto Looper. So no matter what preset I'm in, if I hit this button, that's going to turn the looper on and off. I'm not sure it's not quite doing exactly how I want just yet, because as soon as I change patch, the looper turns off, which is something I need to figure out how to get my head around. I might have to rewire things to make the looper work properly. And the tuner's not working at the moment because one of the power cables failed, so I need to repair that, which is annoying because I only just built it, but it's user error. It's my fault for not building it right, I guess. So now, yeah, it's just trying to have a bit of an experiment and get some kind of really basic sort of sounds going on. That's what my plan is today anyway, and just figure out exactly how to use this thing and work out an arrangement of the presets and stuff. It's just going into the amplifier here. This is a Lazy J20. I've got the kind of attenuator right down really low because I'm at home. This isn't studio, as I mentioned, and so therefore I can't be making loads of noise or anything really. And yeah, I don't want to upset my neighbours. And but I can still, figure out what's going on a little bit. I hope. So right now I'm on patch 1, and I was just going to try and find a nice basic kind of a clean sound. Really, is what I was doing before I decided that involved. I think there's a way of commenting on this as well. There's a thing, a group chat thing. So if you get involved with the chat, if you're watching, seems to be 20 of you out there in watching land. So if you want to ask a question or say, why have you got so many pedals? Maybe you should learn to play guitar before you spend so much money on silly electronics, then you're welcome to do so. In fact, it'd be kind of nice. So I realise that actually it works, the group chat thing. So I'm just going to have a little muck around first of all with the reverb pedal, which just want to get a nice setting on. I've got a setting that I use quite often. Okay. Don't like a lot of reverb on the bottom end, so yeah, there's a low damp filter on the blue sky. So if I turn it right up, it's all boomy down the bottom, so I tend to use the damp filter down low, and fairly high amount of high end coming through. I've got within this as well another favourite, which is this massive C of reverb, which I like for these kind of really big cavernous thing. So that's why I really wanted this blue sky at the top, was to just access that one sound. So that's pretty good. That's about where I like it. For anyone who's interested, it's got a blue sky. I'm using the normal mode and the plate reverb. That's the setting that I'm using for that. The other one, the really massive cavern, I can't remember, but I think it involved a shimmer effect. So when that's on, I'm very often using a bit of delay as well. So I'm just, this is the kind of thing. So it's got it's a relatively slow kind of a thing. So those two together So reverb's one of those things. Sometimes I tend to use a bit too much reverb, but that's working for me. So on top of that, I quite often use a bit of timeline as well. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I'm just going to turn the reverb delay off. Too many repeats. Do a few now. So now I'm just trying to set up another slightly more dominant kind of a verb delay. Okay, with a little bit longer thing going on as well. So usually not a bad starting point. So I'll just save. So if I just put that one, save, thank you. I've got a preset 2 now, completely dry. So now I've selected preset 2. Now I'm fiddling about here with 8, which is the timeline. So I can muck around here. But this is the process. It's not that exciting. Now I've not had a single comment yet. So either nobody gives a hoot, which is fine and fair enough, or I haven't figured out how to use the chat function properly, which is definitely a possibility as well. But I don't care. No, I should care. Let me just have a quick look here and see if there's anyone watching who wants to help me out. Just type something. I don't know if you guys can see this. So, group chat. Each one of you. What's this other button to do down here? The links button. What's that do? Event page. YouTube. Okay, so let me just see. Sorry for any of you that are watching, but this is finding this even more boring than watching me fiddle about with pedals. Okay, well, there's Facebook people saying that it's working. Okay. So Tom and Rob and Eldorado? Jesus. Looks like Eldorado, but I know I'm mispronouncing it if I said that. So, okay, at least it's working. There's people able to see it and it's working. So, doesn't really matter, I suppose, if you're not able to use the group chat thing. But if you're in the room and you're watching it now, it'd be great to just say hi back in the group chat thing so I know it works. Or not, as the case may be. I've got to be not using it correctly, but anyway. Okay, I'll leave it going for a little bit. I just want to try what happens with this mover if I add that in. Oh, first name. That's no good. And it appears that switching 13 on the looper, the ditto rather, has changed the bank on the timeline. Love stuff like this. Wow. Okay. So I need to figure out how to make that not happen. And I have absolutely no idea how to do that, so I'm going to have to come back to that later on, I'm afraid. Wow, that's a bit frustrating actually. Anyway, so I was going to have some clean, so then at least one crunchy sort of thing. So I'll put it's pretty weird. So I might just see how my other sounds are doing. So this is that will be my fuzz face. Okay, so that's definitely working. And in 2 should be touch wire. Too sensitive just now, so I need to pick while I'm at it, because I have to test the new, got some new JustinGuitar shortly on the store. I'd give them a bit of a razz as well. See if they so that's fun. Now, number 3 is the ODR one, which is too much level at the moment and too much drive. The great thing about the ODR one is kind of game still. Like this one without much. Hard to judge distortions at such a low volume, that's for sure. But it's fun still. Okay, so that's actually pretty, I like that. So we have the pass the bar, and this is the clon. Yeah, okay. Now we got the clon in. Now number 4, got the Lazy J and the Analog Man. So I'm still debating. Sounds good, this pedal, with just a few. So I'm well aware of what all of those are doing. 5 is the tone, 6 is bypassed, 7 is the H9. So and it's not doing much at the moment. Dropping a pick into your pedal board, also not a good idea. Now, why isn't that? Presets. Okay, so it is working. This is one of those pedals that is so big. So many things going on in this pedal that I really feel like I've scratched the surface. Really, I need to spend a few days with this one. Some pretty crazy things. There was did have a preset in here that I liked a lot, which was basically just an octave lower, and I think I might need to get my phone out for this, because as some of you will know, the eventide is controlled by the phone. So where's my H9? H9 control, there we go. I've just done something else stupid. It's no good. H9 control. Device not found. Okay, so I've got to connect it by Bluetooth first, which is a little bit of a fluff around. Looks like Bluetooth was turned off, which will explain why it wasn't working in the car either. So once this has sorted itself out, come on, any time this year will be really good for me. Keep a lot of these people waiting. Still slurping away more chocolate in the meantime, till I figure out. Okay, I are connected. So it looks like I've kind of got the roughly to grips with this this pedal board so far. Unknown H9 control. What? Okay, it's saying that, I mean, I haven't used this for a little while, but okay, that's a bit of a pain. So I'm going to log into that later on because basically I can't be. There we Okay, so that's there. Okay, so MIDI situation going on as well. Okay, I need to figure out how to make this control that with the MIDI properly so that it doesn't just go to the set bank, which I'm not exactly sure how that works. Ooh, the engage bank button does something funny as well. Okay, and if I do that now, what's happening? Okay, so I've got 8 banks now. By pressing this button, it seems to be lighting up all of the things. Okay, so I'm getting there. That all makes sense. I know what everything else does, so I just need to figure out what to do with my looper. I have a feeling I might need to buy another looper. Not another looper, another switcher to trigger the looper in and out and have that going between the outputs of the gig rig and the looper, because at the moment every time I change sounds the ditto is not getting involved. That's kind of bad. I need to also figure out if my volume is working. So right now it isn't. I don't know what mode I'm in now, what preset. Having fun with my little ice mode before. Post gain and pre-gain on. Post gain all the way up to the top. Pre-gain all the way to the bottom. I'm hoping that's what's going to control. Nope, not quite. Okay, so maybe I don't need post gain all the way up to crazy levels. Maybe I just have pre-gain all the way out. Oh, because it's quite far up. Okay. So the only problem for me with this now is it's pre-fade, so I need to do. Okay, I need to figure out how to get the volume in the right place as well. There's loads of things to learn with this stuff. It's like a bit like driving a spaceship, you know. My pedal board was just simple. You jumped on the pedal and it did the one thing that you want. And I think long term, this is going to be loads cooler to be able to dial up a sound that I like straight away with the right combination of pedals. I think that's going to be really cool. But right now, it's still going to take a little bit of learning because I'm going to have to do that. A bit of research of that on the internet. I'm going to stop the Hangout thing now and go and do some figuring out, and I might come back and do some more stuff like this another time if anyone gives a hoot. Still not had a single comment, so I'm thinking that the group chat thing's not working, and I need to figure that out as well. If you've used Google Hangout before and I'm doing something really wrong with this chat thing, if you could leave me a message in Facebook, that would be wicked. Yeah, there we have a quick sneaky look at the new, and I'll see you all soon.